Hey guys, my name is Makunde.
Hi, I'm Ecclesia.
My name is Jade. I'm Chandler.
Hi, I'm Nolly.
I'm Devin.
Hi everybody, I'm Amber.
My name is Jonathan Wells.
Hi, my name is Alba.
Hey, I'm Sharon.
Hey, I'm Jane.
Hey everyone, my name is Jasimil Jadua.
Hi, my name is Ariana.
What's going on, y'all? Nesta Harris.
My name is Bless.
I'm 29. I live in Chicago. This guy.
I would consider myself an adventurer. I love to explore the world.
I go by King Alba. I'm a DJ. Shout out my Instagram. What is it? At n.aba.
I'm 31. I also live in Chicago with her, and I'm the proud owner of a fake Rolex.
I am one of the co-founders of Chicago Tech Collective, and I'm involved in a lot of other things in Chicago.
My Instagram is Amber Lewis Official. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm gonna do big things, so stay tuned. That's basically it.
I just moved to Chicago and love and hating this winter. I'm a media lover, so if it can have a fandom, if you can be a fanatic of it, I'm gonna do my best to pick a category. That's me. I love to love things very, very deeply.
My Instagram is Jonathan J. Wells. I have a podcast, the Inspire More Life podcast. Also, I'm a talent in a TV show, so go check out Finding Mr. Christmas on Hallmark Plus.
And I am a future PA, so I'm gonna plug Black equity in healthcare because I think that's super important, and that's why I'm here.
Sharon Alexis _ I'll let your boy. I'm a Chicago-based influencer and DJ. TikTok is Bless. YouTube is Bliss.
I am from the south side of Chicago and just a lover of life and being happy.
Follow me on Instagram is _ my last name, Jaddua. And thanks for Kadir for having me.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about beauty today apparently, so we're gonna get into it.
What do you think is the most beautiful thing about yourself?
That's a good question. Yeah.
Ew.
Love it.
Oh, I was hoping you would ask this, okay? I actually think it's my brain.
I think my mind. I think my perspective.
How open-minded I am.
My personality, I would say.
My personality.
My personality.
My spirit.
Stature, composure.
Curious. I think that's the most beautiful thing about myself. I just love to give people and things stories.
The way I am.
I think that's the most beautiful thing about me. Feel very comfortable with any group of people, and I like to think that people feel very comfortable around me.
The most beautiful thing about myself is my joy.
Probably my compassion.
My creativity.
I'm quite contrarian, not for the sake of being contrarian, but because I believe there's truth in everything. And just being hell-bent on your perspective or your way, you miss out on life. Because there's a lot of people who don't think like you.
My tenacity, something that's that you can't see. I've been through some things, seen a lot, but in spite of that, you gotta keep moving. You gotta stand up and keep going. So that's something I'm very proud of. I think that's a beautiful thing.
My drive, my want to conquer things, beautiful. Yeah.
I'm becoming very confident in who I am, and I love the power that holds, I would say.
It's something that, when people didn't find me beautiful and then later on people found you beautiful, your personality is internal, it's inside, and so it's something that, kind of extends any external beauty that could change.
I think that our society is one that tells women usually that they have to look good in order to be good. And I know there is definitely no shortage of beautiful women on this earth. There's a surplus, honestly. But I've been recently trying to work on myself and distinguish being beautiful as being smart, being intelligent, or being compassionate. So focusing on the mental aspects of myself.
I like accepting people for who they are, what they are, where they come from. I think having an open mind leads you to all the beautiful possibilities of life, honestly.
My affectionness towards people. Yeah.
I have a chameleon type of personality. You can put me in any setting, with strangers, with family, with friends, mutual friends, anybody, and I know how to connect with anybody on a real, honest level.
I think that I'm always willing to experience something new. I very rarely turn down like a new experience. And I always say like try something once before you knock it, or knock it. Is it knock before you try it? I don't know. Whatever the saying is, but yeah, I'm always ready to experience something new.
And my ability to kind of just be present, stand 10 toes on my own presence. That's one thing that I find quite beautiful about myself, and I appreciate it.
I know people can't be perfect, but like I think I'm really close. And not like to be like on perfect, like LeVar Ball, but like I think that I'm just so aware of myself.
What does beauty mean to you? If you had to describe beauty, yeah, it was coming. We all knew it was coming. How would you describe beauty?
I would say like the easiest answer, but not, is uniqueness. Like we think of unique features. I think of unique qualities, right? Like you see the Special Olympics or the Paralympics, or my cats have 3 legs. Like I look at beauty in the aspect of like perseverance. So like how do you present yourself and carry yourself in a way that is unique from others?
Beauty isn't something that is always readily apparent.
How you portray yourself to others, if you're unapologetically you.
Being confident, it's being sure of yourself, it's owning the room, owning the space that you're in.
In the words of Enzo Ferrari, the things that are most beautiful often work the best. Therefore, beauty is a utilitarian concept, because if something is doing what it is supposed to do, then therefore it is beautiful.
Beauty is confidence, intelligence, is what you make it, what you want to make it to be. So it's based on your definition, but what really matters is what you think about yourself, and that is beauty.
Yeah, sometimes beauty is what's unseen.
Freedom, liberty.
Having depth, whether that's in like displaying authenticity, if that's in like personal style, whether that's in like the way that you portray yourself to the world, like aesthetically, or just like having depth, like mentally, emotionally. I think I've been saying joy, but it really is joy. I think the most beautiful people that I know in my life have a lot of joy. Kind of the things that I strive to be is just like authenticity. It's strength. I don't know, it's fullness, it's like wholeness.
Yeah, I would say beauty is an energy. I think beauty is considerate. I think beauty is calming, and I think beauty is, it's just alluring. You have an aura. I think that's what beauty is.
Beauty has to do with uniqueness. It has to do with your light, and it has to do with people appreciating that. And so I think when you combine that, beauty means to me is something that's unique about the world, about yourself, that brings light to the world that people can appreciate, and that's what beauty is to me.
I think for me the essence of beauty is the diversity and the imperfection of it. There is no one thing that is objectively beautiful. Anything could be beautiful, depends on who's looking at it and how it serves that person.
I think it's a feeling. I think it's something that you recognize. It looks different in everybody, but it's not just physical, it's just like an essence or like a vibe, and you can be around someone and you can like feel their beauty.
Honesty, rawness, unapologetic, spontaneous, hopeful, loving, peaceful, one of a kind.
And the little things that you find joy in is beauty.
That's a great one. Broad beauty is like the sun. The sun kind of radiates. So I imagine beauty will do the same thing. Like beautiful people, they radiate.
Nobody else should set your own standards. You can set your own standards of what beauty is supposed to look like.
Be yourself, right? Which is a much more cliche answer. But the truth of the matter is, being unwavering means that you have a standard for yourself, and that means you're not changing your beauty, because external standards are always changing, trends are always changing, what's popular is always changing. But what shouldn't change is you and your beauty and who you are.
Find something you love to do first. I think it's very hard to look inside all the time, especially when you don't really have a sense of where the destination is. But if you're doing something you love, it's gonna come out of you. You'll realize that you love talking about it, teaching people about it, bringing people with you. And your own beauty is just gonna be reflected back to you. When people thank you and they join you and they listen, beauty comes right after that.
Find people that you love, because when you truly love people, you realize that the reason that you love them is not about what they look like. It's not about, you know, how cool they are, how popular they are. It's those inner features, why you love that person. And so when you learn to love somebody for real, you realize that you can be loved for who you are on the inside.
Naturally seeing yourself in your raw form. Obviously, you can always like get cute, even if you're going somewhere simple. If you're running errands, if you're going out to eat, if you're by yourself specifically, you get cute and go places. And it doesn't have to be dressy, but you'll be surprised with how much of a confidence boost that is. Where, again, and then people don't need to validate your beauty, but when people are like, who is that? Or, you know, this, that, and the third, man, or if you're a man or woman, like, it gives you a confidence boost that it feels nice.
I implore you to look in the mirror and realize that that person that you see, that is the person at the end of the day that you may have to depend on most. So if you can't be your own biggest cheerleader, then how can you expect that from someone else, right? Or to put a different spin on that, like that person in the mirror, that should be your hero, not some movie star, not some president, you know, some person you're idolizing. You should look at yourself.
It's sometimes kind of hard to convince yourself when you're in your own head, but when you hear somebody else say it, now you're like, oh, is that so? So surround yourself with solid friends, solid community, solid people around you, and just like spread love, beauty, and just be a blessing to other people. And then I think like when you're not like worried about it, people will just naturally gravitate towards you because of the beauty that you're emitting.
As cliche as it sounds, you are lovable. There is nothing on this earth that is unlovable. It just depends on who loves you. And there is no reason why that should not be you first.
I think I would say like as long as you're happy, as long as you find something to be happy about yourself, it really doesn't matter what other people think. People will always have judgments and past judgments, but ultimately like how you navigate life is up to you. So finding something within yourself or about yourself that you love and like holding on to that and never forgetting it when you feel down or have bad days.
Just know that you're it. You got it. Like there's only one of you in this world, and there is something so powerful within that. And you may not feel that all the time. You may be shy and not know your worth, but know the power that holds within you just being you. That's just something beautiful within that. And so own it, own the space you walk into, know who you are, find the power in that, and don't let nobody bring you down.
I think that like self-awareness and self-discovery, whether that's like confronting the good and bad of your past or the way that you were raised or the relationships that you did conduct in your life, I feel like that reveals a lot to you about yourself and also about places and spaces where you can grow. Because unfortunately, like I feel like the lessons in life that we don't learn, we continue to repeat. And I feel like I've seen the beauty in myself, like internally, in being able to recognize like, hey, I'm not the same person I was a year ago or 6 months ago, and I'm doing better for myself now than I was then. And also like just having, you know, good community, whether that's like friends, family, chosen family, whatever. Those people also are supposed to and should be a light in your life. So I think that is helpful in being able to see the beauty in yourself.
Great answer.
Thank you.
I'm a designer, so I think of everything in design terms. You should write a list of pros and cons about yourself, and then once you get the pros, even if it's just like one pro, just hone in on that.
People can see it in you whether you do or not. And I think that's really beautiful because sometimes people might be so in their head about what other people think of them, but like most of the time people have a more positive representation of you than you might have of yourself. Find comfort in the fact that the beauty is there, and even if you're struggling to grasp it yourself, that doesn't mean that there isn't any, if that makes sense.
I'm a believer, so I believe in God and things of that nature. And I think once you understand that God made us all unique, and just owning your uniqueness in a sense of someone created you to be beautiful in this world. And so whatever you look like, whatever you're going through, whatever you're doing, show up in that beauty that your creator put you on this earth for. And I think remembering that helps you feel more beautiful, helps you feel more powerful within your beauty. Yeah.
And the beauty that matters is the one within.
Yeah, it's not superficial. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, beauty is definitely not superficial. As much as it, obviously we're in this physical world, and it seems like it is. You could change a whole room's vibe just with your energy. So keep that in mind before actual physical attributes.
I think also doing things for other people and just like separating yourself from yourself makes you realize that like you are impacting other people's lives, and then in turn you like start to feel more beautiful and valuable.
I would first say look in the mirror and look at this image that you see in front of you that's never manipulated, not duplicated. It's uniquely you, and when I don't want to get spiritual or anything like that, but when God makes you, He makes you in His own image, a unique, special image. And when you look in the mirror, you can say, "This is me," and you have to accept you for you, because nobody else will do it. Accept you for you first, and then that's the beauty from within. You create the beauty. Don't let the world do it for you.
Like the superficial answer, I think would be like taking pictures and like finding what makes you feel beautiful. But like the more internal answer, I think, is maybe going through scary things to see how you come out of it, I reckon.
The advice that I would give is affirmation. The concept of perfection is inevitably what a lot of people are going to strive for, and the first instinctual answer is like, nobody's perfect. But the truth of the matter is, what is perfection to you, and how do you get there? Right? If you want to be perfect and you have a reason to be perfect, you got to start by defining perfection. Don't allow yourself to be striving for another standard or another goal that others or the external environment around you has set the tone for, because then you're chasing something that you have no control over, deciding what is and what ain't. So if you want to be perfect, if you want to be beautiful, if you want to be yourself, start by defining what that looks like for you. Set the goal, set the tone, set the presence, and then strive for that. That way you're working towards something that you can appreciate.
To free yourself of the standards that society sets, I think that we're always comparing ourselves, especially with social media. We're trying to fit in, and I think when we finally accept that we're all different and that we have to define that for ourselves, we find the beauty in ourselves. So just really, freeing yourself of that. It's not easy. I can just say, just forget about everybody else. It's something that I think you grow to learn over time. Also understand that you're growing and learning yourself. So really, just find ways to find hobbies, or even just immerse yourself in things and experiences that you enjoy. I think that will also help bring that beauty out in you.
That's perfect. All right, Gina, you're my final model for Black Beauty. It's wraps.
Awesome.